All right, so here we go into our first exercise. What's up, YouTube, by the way? So it is arm day. Doing biceps, triceps, a little bit of shoulder work, rear delts, and forearms in this video today. So I'm starting off with hammer curls. So I think I'm doing like 10 or 12 reps on this one. And we did literally like 3 sets of everything. So I'll start with hammer curls. Then that gets the long head of the bicep, and then I switch over here into just regular wide grip supinated barbell curls, and this hits the short head of the bicep. Now, I'm holding it for a couple seconds at the top, taking it down at a slower pace than usual just to give it time under tension in order to build some size. With this meal plan I'm on for competition, it's not exactly a bulking plan, so that's why you intervene with your workouts in order to gain some size. So my buddy goes into this and does the same thing on this one as well. Starts with the hammers, and then he starts with, or finishes off with, the supinated barbell curls. 3 sets between 10 and 12 reps. Okay, so now we are getting into some tricep work. So started with biceps, gave biceps a break, headed into triceps, starting off with close grip barbell skull crushers. So this one in particular, I actually like to stick my arms further back so I can get more of a stretch in my triceps. And I like to, when I'm coming back with the barbell, I actually like to do it before my head. So most skull crushers go to your forehead and up. I actually like to go back behind my head and do it. It's just so I can get more of a stretch and contraction. And then I supersetted that into short burst push-ups with the barbell. So that one really focuses on a lot of tension in the short head of your tricep. And then I did another exercise following that. So it was like a triple superset. I did another exercise following that. This is dumbbell skull crushers. So this one mainly focuses on the long head of your tricep. Now, this guy right here, after all those exercises that I just did, these were burning pretty bad. You don't need anything extremely heavy for something like this, especially for the rep and the load of this exercise. My buddy did the same thing with me. I think we both went up in weight during our other sets, but yet again, the videos are just way too long, so I'm just recording what we are doing, and I'm telling you how many sets and reps that we're going through with each and every single exercise. Man, look who decided to show up. What's up, dude? How you doing? Not too bad. Ready to hit this arm workout? Let's do it. All right, so my boy Shelton finally decided to show up. So he's just kind of warming up. I was just kind of filming his pump real quick. So he just started off with the barbell wide grip supinated bicep curls. So he does this, and then I think he goes into hammer curls or alternating curls. I can't remember quite what he did. I think he just did a drop set. And I think he did close grip on this one. So he did wide grip last time and close grip on this, just to get a little quick arm pump in before he joined for the rest of the workout that we did. So both of these are hitting the short head of the bicep. moving on into our next exercise. So this is also for the short head of the bicep. This is bicep curl machine. So when you stick your triceps onto the preacher pad, it's pure isolation on the biceps, so that not only will help you with your strength, that will also help you with time under tension and just overall mass in the bicep in itself. So we really loaded our weight plates up on this one, came between 8 and 12 reps, and we did 3 sets of this. So this was kind of like a little arm circuit. So my buddy Eric with the green shirt, I'm putting the weight plate on. He is doing dips, weighted dips, and I'm doing rope split. And then the camera angle wasn't quite at the angle that I wanted to, and I saw that when I was editing this video prior. And my boy Sheldon off to the left, you can see the stack moving up and down, but he's doing wide grip supinated bicep curls. So we all 3 of us went through a circuit between 10 and 12 reps on each and every single one of those, and we did 3 sets of this in one big go. We just kept going and going and going.
Got 4 sets done. How you feeling?
Wrong.
Good?
Wrong.
How you feeling? You too?
Wrong.
Here is the tricep pushdown machine. So handles were flared out, and I didn't get full elbow extension on this one just because I really wanted to focus on putting the most blood I possibly can into the triceps, just to overall put more blood into them, get a better pump, get better size. I did 10 to 12 reps, I believe, on this one. Yet again, 3 sets on everything. Going into this exercise, we did preacher pad bicep curls. So this one, yet again, pure isolation, great for size, great for strength, great for overall bicep development. It's good for bicep width as well in the short head. It also helps with some forearms as well to get in there, and also helps you stabilize your core, especially with the one we're doing where we're standing up. So this one especially stabilizes your core because you have no body support, so you have to use your core to stabilize yourself. We did 6 to 10 on this one, and we did 3 sets per usual. Moving on to this, we did single arm dumbbell hammer curls to hit the long head of the bicep. I really concentrated on this one just to get the long head bigger and thicker and girthier. And I did 10 reps per arm, I believe, on this one. I did 3 sets. So this one got me a great pump, and this was a fantastic bicep finisher before we got into more forearms. Moving into this, tricep pushdowns. So I started with this. I did 10 to 12, I believe, on this, and then I flipped over and I did behind the head tricep extensions as well. So pushing down will get the long head of your tricep flipping around behind the head. Since you get more of a stretch, you get more of the long and some of the lateral head of the tricep. yet again, 10 to 12 reps, 3 sets of this. All 3 of us took time and we did some of these. All right. Moving on, lateral raise machine. I love this thing. This is probably one of my most favorite machines because it not only helps you with just overall delt growth, it also hits your rear delts as well, especially the way I do it. So I actually take my middle pointer and finger and my thumb, stick it together, and I just lightly hold it. So I'm not using an incredible amount of weight. I think I was only using like 60 pounds on this one, so it's nothing crazy. Just so you're 100% using your delts to get the weight up and not your grip or your arms to get it up. That is the key for the best delt contraction. Now, as you can see here, I'm just kind of pulsing up a little bit. So this one, I think I did 15 or 20 reps on this, and then I did 10 reps going all the way up. It's a great burn, and especially since your delts are a smaller muscle, you don't need a lot of weight, and you don't need like a super low amount of reps with a ton of weight to get bigger. You can actually get bigger with higher reps. Just make sure you really focus on the time under tension with an exercise like this. So us three, we did some rear delt flies. So you can do it with your grip neutral like mine is, or you can do it pronated. It's completely up to you. This machine was designed for neutral grip. I don't actually prefer this grip. Not that it doesn't give you good contraction. It's just very interesting when you're using on a machine and you can hurt your shoulders that way. Pronated grip is definitely a whole lot safer, but we didn't have the machine that we needed for pronated grip, but it's all good. We took it light and just did higher reps, and then we supersetted that with a wide grip under grip barbell front raise so we can hit our front delts and our rotator cuff. And it's definitely good to strengthen your rotator cuff. And another way you can do that is by taking some dumbbells in the neutral grip, like you're going to do hammer curls, but just do front raises in the neutral grip plane. So that helps you strengthen your rotator cuff, which will help prevent you from tearing that in the future if you do heavier shoulder exercises. So that's definitely a major key. Next time you're in the gym and you're hitting like delts, definitely try and hit some rotator cuffs in there. Okay, so now we're into our portion of the video where we are hitting forearms. So we're doing some barbell wrist flexion. So we're just kind of curling that weight to hit the bottom portion of our forearms. And I'll tell you what, like throughout the past few weeks that I've actually been working on my forearms, I've seen significant size with these guys actually increase, and I love big forearms, and I've never really had them until I started like working out with them and everything. I know some people naturally can build great forearms without even having to do forearm exercises, which I kind of envy a little bit, but that's why I just have to work harder than everyone else to get what I want. But that's good because it puts that hard work ethic in your mind. So I supersetted that with some neutral grip wrist extensions. So it hits the medial portion of your forearm, and now I'm doing wrist extensions, which hits the top portion of your forearms. It also helps with wrist strength as well. Try not to go super heavy on forearms as well, just because you can hurt your wrist and you can actually tear apart those tendons if you go too heavy. So just be mindful that you don't need a lot of weight, just high reps on exercises like this. Now, this little wrist twisting device of evilness, I like to call it, is just absolutely awful. It gives you not only a great pump, but it also just makes your like entire grip just spaz and everything just lock up. Not in a bad way though. That will go away, but if you use this thing, I mean, like, look how much I'm struggling. It's only 10 pounds trying to grip it up. Of course, doing like a billion reps before you go into that makes it difficult, but definitely give that a shot if your gym has one of those. Okay, moving on. This is our last exercise that we did. We just did some really heavy shrugs with the dumbbells to hit our traps. So this one we did like 5 or 6 sets, I believe, on this. So, and then we kept our rep range at 10. And I went up to 135s. I didn't film that because I just wanted to get like in the zone and everything. So I just stuck with 115s the entire time. And then my last 2 sets, I did like sets of 20 with 75. So that was kind of my whole deal with that. And everyone else kind of did their own thing with the shrugs. But that's all good. Everyone has different needs and they want to use different weights. So it's just up to you. If you have a gym partner that you come into the gym with and he or she is stronger than you, don't worry about the weight. It's not about the weight.